Okay guys, this is Van Scythe here with a Rehgar build guide. Most players go for a support type of Rehgar, but I'll teach you guys how I build my Rehgar with a Bruiser type build. So let's get started with it. I'm just gonna click that. Okay, so for hero abilities, let's get you guys started up. There's Rehgar's Chain Heal, create a healing wave that jumps between allies. Lightning Shield, imbue target ally with lightning, causing damage to nearby allies. Earthbind Totem creates a totem that slows nearby enemies, and his trait, Ghost Wolf, transform into a Ghost Wolf instead of using a mount. This is usable in combat. For his heroic abilities, I will go for Ancestral Healing. The reason for this is just I prefer for going for that insane single target heal rather than going for this team fight style bloodlust. But either way, my build goes for team fights all the way. It's specifically good for team fights, for clearing camps, for any type of objective. If you're going for objective type Rehgar build. For talents, for level 1, I go for an empowering charge, which increases the damage of your next 3 basic attacks by 25%. Level 4 talent, I go for focus attack. This gives you 50% additional damage of your next basic attack and is reduced by 1 second per your basic attacks. And it has a 10-second cooldown. Okay, so level 7 ability, I go for Battle Momentum, which reduces the cooldowns of your abilities by 0.5 seconds with each basic attack. Alright, so let's stop there for a while. My thought process in using Battle Momentum, focus attack, and empowering charge in the early stages of the game is that I want to be able to use my abilities more, and my auto attacks have enough damage for me to at least be a little bit of a threat to those squishy targets in team fights. So for my level 10 ability, like I said, I like the Ancestral Healing. It's not bad to go for Bloodlust. Personally, I think you could opt for either of the two, depending on how you play Rehgar. If you want to be a Rehgar who buffs up his teammates with that attack and movement speed boost, then it's fine with me. But if you want a Rehgar who can bait, who can make you stay in team fights longer, then you could also go for the healing, ancestral healing. For level 13 talent, I go for the lightning totem. It gives your Earthbind totem a lightning shield, which is a good extra damage ability. Also, if you're not gonna go for this, you could put your lightning shield on your Earthbind totem. You're right, by casting it on it, which is okay, but you're wasting your level 1 talent, which gives you uh, a bonus damage buff. So that's it's a waste of ability actually. For level 16, I would go for the Earthcast totem, which syncs well with your Lightning totem talent. So does more damage, roots your enemies by 1, and increases your cast range by a fairly significant amount. For level 20, I always go for the Storm Shield because it gives all of your allies within range, a 20% max of their max health HP shield for 3 seconds, which is good for prolonging your team fights and just making your teammates survive longer and you longer as well. Okay, so for your artifacts, I go for the Brilliant Topaz, which increases ability damage and healing by 10%. For the direct slot, I go for the Nathrazim Blood Orb, which restores basic attacks by 10% on hit. So this is a lifesteal ability, very nice for team fights. If you want to sustain yourself, if your heals on cooldown, this is a good way to heal yourself up back again. For your third artifact, your trinket slot, I always go for Kaidrin Amulet. Increases maximum mana by 40%. Because Rehgar is a mana hungry champion, and this type of build goes for that spam type skill build, which means that if you don't have the mana for it, you're just not going to be able to be as effective as you want yourself to be. So that's about it. So thank you for listening and watching to my video. You could leave comments and suggestions on how I should improve myself on making my videos, and hope you like it. Hope you'll test it out as well. Thank you guys. This is Valentine signing out.